Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Queen Sugar Season 3, Episode 11. Your packages have been paid. This was a really good episode. This Wednesday coming up will be Greenleaf. So I don't know if this is the season finale or this will be they gonna show this before they show Greenleaf for another episode. But good news. Queen Sugar got renewed for season 4. Congratulations! I can't wait. I'm happy. I love this show. This really raw. It's really emotional. It gets you going, and I like it. It gets you thinking. It gets you the acting is great. Like I said before, it's really nice. So let's just jump right into this episode. All right. So we get Nova. Nova was getting her hair done, and then she get a text from the editor saying that she got some notes. And then when she looked at the text, she saw it was a lot of notes going on. So thinking Noah was like, "Oh my gosh, what's up?" So later on, Noah met with her friend, and her friend was like, "Yeah, this is really crazy." No, so Noah's like, "Did she really like it, or she just tear down my whole thing?" And her friend was like, based on the notes, it's kind of like she wanted to know your truth, how this affected. Because you always talk about a fire, you talk about Angel, you talk about your father, you talk about everybody else, but she want to know how does it affect you, how all this stuff affected Nova herself, and your truth, your thoughts. So basically that's what she wants. She wanted to know how Nova feels, and how does it make Nova the way she is now. So Nova look at that and was like, okay, she think about it. And then she said she got some things that she had to think about, because that article, they mentioned an article that she saw about the boy going to jail, and that he's out, he doing good things now, but he went to jail. And Nova said she has mistakes, and she did some things about it, and the friend knew about Clarence, the boy's name's Clarence, and then Clarence went to jail about some weed and some drug possessions or something. But Nova's behind it because she revealed that she sold the weed and everything, and then I guess he got caught by taking it and everything, so he went to jail for it. But since then she be like guilt, and she trying to help him for everything because she guilty about what she did to him. So she helped him, he doing good, school, supported him, be there for him and everything. So she wanted to tell Clarence about it. So she met with Clarence, and he was in the lobby working, and they hugged it out, had a good time. He's so happy to see her. He said, "Thank you for everything. You've been there for you've been there for me, and I appreciate that." He get good grades in school, so he's doing well for himself to get out of jail, and that's what I feel. That's what I like, because the guy said that people think that jail is like a freaking a good home or something, and it's not. It's like a celebration or something. It's not a celebration. He don't want to be there. So he said after he got out, he made sure he decided to do things that doesn't affect to make him go back to jail. So going to school, make a better life for himself, working, and he doing things. So this was a chance that Noah decided to tell him that what she had done. She said, "I'm sorry, I've been responsible with the weed that you got caught and taking you to jail because I sold that weed." And he said, "You know what? I don't blame you." But she said, "I don't blame you. I don't think that you responsible," because he said that even though you did it, whatever you did, and I appreciate you telling me, I still made the decision and carrying that weed and stuff. So I had to put at fault as well, and it's not all on you. And she said, "Well, but," he said, "Nah, it's good because I made that choice. But he do appreciate that you being there for him now." He said, "I appreciate that you helping me. I appreciate you being there and guiding me outside his prisons, because he's a prison is not a place to be." He said he don't like it. Jail is not a place to be. He don't like it. So as long as you continue to support him, he be fine. And they'll hug it out and it'll be good. So I guess she got that conscience out of her, because I guess it was eating her up about what happened. I guess she got it out, and then he forgave her, and things is good. So long as you continue to support him, Nova, you be fine. Now, later on, we get Nova listen to like a voice recorder tape, I think from Ralph Angel or something, and basically he said his piece, but he said that knows your truth. And I guess right there, she's looking at it, and she realized that maybe she should start writing her own truth in a story. So she started typing it, and that's a good thing. Now, we get Charlie. Charlie was at the farm, working at the mill, and then her friend, the person she working with, I think, Victoria, Vicky, told her that Micah was involved, or he found out Micah was involved with that fire thing that happened at the plantation. So she said, "What? No, he wouldn't do that." He said, "It's not like he a suspect or anything, but he was involved with the kids of Coop." So Charlie was like upset about that. Then later on, she supposed to meet with some farmers people because they wanted to tell her things. So she met with them and basically tell her that they think about building a prison at their mill at Queen Sugar, and she said, "Once you just go on the board and talk to them, because they know that she's got an ear, that she can talk to them about shutting them down and preventing this from happening." And Charlie lied and said she didn't know about it, but she actually did know about what's going on ahead of time. But she said, "Okay, I'll go see what I'm gonna do." Now she met with the sister, Sam's sister. Remember, Sam's sister wanted to take Sam down. Now I still didn't trust this lady, and I still don't. Like, she kind of got a sneakiness about her. I don't know what she trying to do, try to take her brother down by using Charlie. Remember, last week Charlie got 10% shares of the thing. So with her 10% shares, and with her, they could easily take down the vote. So they discussed and say, you know what? The lady said, "Oh, she always trying to prove to her father. Sam trying to take everything down. That he's all this." And she said we gonna go there and be the quietest person. She said she'd be quiet all this long as time, and she tired of being quiet. So we just gonna be quiet and good, and not say anything until it's time to vote down the plan. And so when it's time to vote down the plan, and that's when she steps up. So they was in this meeting. They discussing the logistics of the prison, about staffing, about how it will be, about the planning and stuff like that. And then Charlie said, "No, we ain't gonna put just that. We're not gonna have this happen because we need to vote on it." He said, "Oh no, we voted on it 3 days ago." So she was shocked, and the sister was shocked. But I don't think she playing the game. I think the sister knew that they voted on it already, and she was playing Charlie. Because when I saw her facial questions, she was playing like she didn't know. And then all of a sudden, she looked at Charlie and said, "Oh, well, y'all boys talk to me, whatever, it needs to happen." And so like that, and kept walked off. I said, "Yo, she played Charlie. This bitch played Charlie hard." And it was like, wow. Because Charlie didn't trust that at first. And then she was like, "Okay, but hope Charlie bounced back at this." Because I said, "Yo," he sent the memo out 3 days ago. You didn't get the memo and you didn't show up. So if you don't show up, you don't get the vote. And I'll say, wow. So they voted on this. I was like, oh, so Charlie was blindsided. And she said, "You can't do this." And he said, "Yeah, we can, because we do it. It was voted on." So she went to tell the people at the farm, is the player. They say, "You know what? It's going through. The jail is the reality." But he said the next step is basically the community petition against it. Like, they had the farmers and community get together and try to vote on it and see their concerns about it. They say, "You know what? It seems like they could do whatever they want. So what's the point in talking to us?" But they said they need to hear you out. So they say they were trying to get as much people as there, get much talking points from advocates, activists to speak on their behalf and stuff, and that and everything. And I said, yeah, they need to, because this cannot happen. They land, they farm, they was getting evicted out their apartments to build up this big ass jail so they could make money. It was like, wow. So Micah came home. She looked at Micah. He took off his shoes and went upstairs. Now I'm gonna go into Michael's story too. Now when Charlie found out about Micah, she went to Micah's school, took Micah out, because Micah was talking to his friends, and some of them were saying like their parents was questioning them. Cops came to one of their house. He didn't say anything. So Aunt got arrested last week, and I was like, this is troubling. So Charlie took Micah took him outside and said, what you thinking? Like, why you would do this? And it's saying that he did this because he would make a stand. She said, yeah, but your actions got consequences. You could go to jail. He said, I know this and everything. And she said, you need to come home. I trusted you being in school, and you got around his friends. So she said, I don't want you to see these friends anymore. And he said, this friend's been good when I got into school. And he said, no, they've been a bad influence on you. I don't want you to see them anymore. You need to leave and come straight home. He said no. So he basically, after she was talking all this talk, he was basically listening to her. He was texting and everything on his phone, not paying her any mind. Talk back and say, I'm going to Aunt Nova's house. I said, oh, Michael, you was, ooh. I said, Charlie, don't do that. Charlie gonna smack you, but Charlie's not that type of parent will do that. But I was like, damn, you going hard. He said, I'm going to Aunt Nova's wife. She listens to me. I go to Aunt Nova's house. She the one who listens to me and everything, and she will understand because she knows what I'm doing. So he went to Aunt Nova's house and talked to her, and she said she understands what he did, but at the same time, your consequences have action. Your actions have consequences, and what you done was not the right choice to do. But she understands his approach. But she said, if y'all want to do better at this, y'all need to come away to organize. So what y'all did, y'all failed to organize the attempt to what happened. He said, yes, you want to make a stand. He said, what's your intentions by doing this? He said he want to make a stand. He want to show people that the tourists cannot use this and not understand our ancestries and stuff like that. She said she understand that, but you cannot ignore the ignorance that these people have. They will always go be there, so you can't destroy that. So what you got to do, you have to be a smarter, better way to handle things. If you make a stand, but you got to organize your actions, and that way it would be not in a way that you could go to jail and stuff could happen. Because what you have done, even though it was an accident, was basically a freaking kind of like erasing history. That the plantation was there to remind people so they could go in to feel the emotions, the warmth, to feel the history behind what happened. But since you destroyed it, it's not there anymore, and it's a waste. And what you have done basically was a waste, but understand it. So you have to come better with your decisions. And doing this. So as you say, if you want to help Anthony, go by raising awareness, but not do it in a bad way. So Michael in a group of his friends went to talk to Anthony's mom, and she's upset that she said her son is in prison, in jail, and now her second son is in jail, and it's tough. And she wanted to know. She said, y'all his friends, do y'all have anything to do with this? I know he didn't do this by himself. One of the guys said, no, we didn't do anything, but we want to help you. Michael was about to say something because his guilt is eating Michael up. Like, he was like, you know they're involved, but the other guy was like voiding it and saying, no, we didn't do that. And she said, I know he didn't do this by himself. You meant to tell me y'all would think of thieves, and then all this happened, it got changed. He said, I'm sorry, but we could try to find a way to get a lawyer to help you. She said, that public defender ain't gonna mean nothing to me. It failed once. It's not gonna happen. It gonna fail again. So Michael said his mother knows is a good person, and Aunt Nova. He saw his Aunt Nova knows a community activist who could help her. And then he went off. So that's when he went home after that. And Charlie was so like frantic, upset that she can't get through to Micah. She called Davis, Micah's father, and he said, what you want to do, because he's not trying to listen to me. And she said, he's not listening to me right now, but I need you to get through to him and to talk to him, like his decision, what he did had consequences. So Davis and Micah had a talk. Like at first they was not talking to each other. Micah was avoiding him, and they were trying to talk to him, and Micah's going throwing jabs back at his father about what he done. He said, "How would you make you think you a good person to talk to me about? You was a bad person. You didn't do everything right." And the father said, "You know what? Yeah, I messed up. I made decisions. I lied. I cheated. I did stuff to the family that I'm not proud of. I apologize for that. And he was like, Michael whole thing has he still Michael whole thing is that he feel like he don't want to feel hopeless. He don't want to feel that he can't do anything, and he don't want to be a victim. He tired of being a victim. After what he had gone through with that cop, he still feel the type of way that he need to say something. He want to like be like his Aunt Nova in a way, and David said he understand that, and he said, but you gotta understand stuff like this. You gotta think better, and you gotta make better choices. And he said you can't change what happened, but don't make it worse. And I guess it like got to him and make him think that what he done. Yes, he understand. Everybody understands his intentions, but it went about the wrong way, and he just got to live with that decision that he made. So he came downstairs. Charlie was like cleaning, frantic. It's like, what's going on? And he said that everything was okay. He'd be okay. And they hugged it out a little bit. Got off. And then Michael's in the bed. He's crying. And that part got to me up. I was like, oh my gosh, Michael. Because I like Micah. And he's just going through some tough times. And when he started tearing, I started tearing too. I said, oh, Micah. And he said, he messed up. He said he messed up. And then Charlie's there. She just consoled him, kissed him, hugged him. He was tearing up too because her son is hurt and she hurting. So that was a nice thing to have happen. It's like he realized that, yeah, he messed up and he trying to make things right. But he know he just got to live with the decision he made. Now, we had this small little scene with Aunt Vi. Aunt Vi prize pies. And she was having an interview session going on. So they was recording her, how making her pies. The interviewer was tasting her pies, saying it's great. And basically tell her stories, how she got back going, and how this inspiration for her, what kept her going with this. And so it was a good interview. It was very lovely. It was nice to see our vibes going, say things, and live her dream. And I said, that's lovely. And then she said her friend, the person that she working with, she said she couldn't do anything without her help, and she been there for me since the beginning. And it's like it's a breath of fresh air that she has been helping me throughout this whole thing. She said I was thinking she was about to tell her story, her illness, but she said, you know what? No, she said it's because the people who I give chances to help me build my dreams up, and that's what she brought her assistant with her and tell her how her being here helped me realize my dream. I said that was a nice interview. I loved it. Now, so now we get to this mediation. I want to say this part for last. So we get to mediation, and they sat down together. Cause remember, before that, it opened this episode with Darla crying. She was in the bed, she's crying. I then she realized that a lot of things is gonna happen so fast, and Darla realized she probably don't want this to happen this way, and she realized this is messed up because all this stuff is set in action by her mother, Darlene. Her mother one who called ACS. Department of Child Family Services. Her mother, I guess, convinced her to take her to court to get the custody of the child, and I was like, what? It's crazy. So Darla second guessing things. So she came in the kitchen. Darlene was in the kitchen. And she asked Darla, did she get the letter for her sponsor? Because it would help her out when they had the custody mediation. And she said she did. She got it. And she said everything would be okay. Things will be okay, girl. Just want to make sure that things going for you, and I'm here for you, and everything, and it's working in your favor. So Darla's like, she really don't want this to happen. She's still sitting there, and they didn't even tell her mother not to stop, but she going on with the ride. So later on, she met with her sponsor. The sponsor gave her a letter, and she said this is a really good letter. The sponsor did tell her that, yeah, custody battles is not good. It's always heated. It's always gonna be a tough thing, but you'll be alright. And so Darla is second guessing it now. She was like, I don't think this is the right decision. This shouldn't be good. And the sponsor said, it's fine. You be good. You'll be alright. Everything will work out. But if you do, if come on hard times and you can't control what's going on, and you got the urge to fall off, come to me immediately. And daughter said, okay. So this here comes the mediation. So Ralph has his lawyer, and Darla has her lawyer, and her mother was there, and I guess the mediator was there too. And she said she was listening to each side individual arguments, and then she made the decision by the best interest of Blue. And Blue's Ralph Angel lawyer gave the lawyer the day that his parole is good, he's up, everything got wiped clean, there's nothing holding against him. He's been a good citizen, he's been a good father, he's been working and stuff. So the mediator asked him, how is Blue taken care of when you're working? He said his Aunt Vi has been taking care of Blue when he's not around, and then he boasts mainly with him, because Aunt Vi like a second mother to him. And she said, okay. And then the daughter lawyer said we gave a good 70-30 split agreement, but he declined it. He said, yeah, because we're going for custody. And daughter was like, what? I could have sworn they was going to do 50-50, but he said he got battling for full custody of Blue. And then Darlene, she was like having it. She said, oh my God, Judge. And Darlene kept interfering. And the mediator said all he could listen to only the parents of the child. And she kept going, and Darla would say, Mom, be quiet, I got this. It's like, I'm not going to let this happen to the father of my child. You're not going to take him away from him like that. And she said, all you need to do is take the paternity test, and everything will be done with this. So this will Ralph Angel revealed the test. He revealed that, yes, he took the test, and Blue is not his, but he knows his wife, because his name is on the birth certificate, and he be raising this boy since he's been young, like raising this boy. And Darla been in and out of this boy's life. And he said he got his rights. He read up on it. He knows his rights. And technically he does, because even his name is on birth certificate, even though he's not a biological child, he still name is on birth certificate. So they still go within him as the father. And the courts look at the certificate as he's the father because he signed it. Now, if he didn't sign the birth certificate, then he has no rights of the child, even though he's been taking care of it. But since his name is on birth certificate, he has some rights as the father of the child, even though the biological DNA said that he's not the father. So, because child support can still come out of his payment if Darla decided to take him and she got to go for child support, his income would be taken off and everything just because his name is on birth certificate, it go after him. So he knows his father. He said, you can't take this boy away from me. I've been there all his life. I've been consistent in him. And this is that. And so Darla was like, oh my gosh. And it said that was that. So they looked at each other and kept going. So Darlene and Darla was in the chair in her, I think, Blue's room. And they sitting on the bottom bunk. And she said, I just wanted to protect my child. When you was telling me all this stuff about him and stuff, I had to do everything a mother can to make sure you's okay and make sure my grandson is good. And I'm going to be there for my grandson no matter what. And we had a fight. But daughter said, you know what? I understand, Mom, and you're right, but me and Ralph have to take care of this ourselves. We need to make the decision ourselves. And she said she still wants him, but the things I put him through, we need to discuss this on our own. And she said, I just want to be there for you. She said, I know. So Darla and Donnie hug it out. The mother left, and that's how the episode ended, when she's standing in the street and her mother going on the car. I said that was nice to see that she need to realize that Ralph need to sit down and discuss this, because Darla does not her, and she didn't want to make this worse than what it is. But the mother, the one who was going through it, was freaking pushing her for all this stuff going on. But Darla didn't want that to happen. I said, yes, why that parents cannot come together? Sometimes when you tell your parents a lot of things, it makes things worse instead of make it better. So I guess it's good that Darla had a backbone and stepped up to her mother and say, you know what, me and Ralph had to handle this. we could have came to an agreement and making it 50-50. But everybody ego got in their way. Instead of talking about the best interest of Blue, they don't talk about the best interest of themselves. 50-50 would be an ideal choice. I guess we'll see what happens next season or next episode of next season and see what's going to happen of Darla and Ralph situation. I want to see what happened with Micah and how he's still going through this, doing this. I want to see what Nova Stark will finally tell her the truth. I want to see what's going to happen with the freaking plant farm and how Charlie going to navigate telling the people about the jail. She told the people about the jail, but how is she going to help them get this down? And I want to know what she going to do with the lady. Because that lady played her, and I'm sorry, she played her. Maybe I was thinking different thing. Maybe she didn't play her, but it seemed like the lady played Charlie all along. And I was like, oh, that's something. But it was a good episode. Hope y'all like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos, get my word out there, get my videos out there and spread the word. I try to build my channel up. I love doing these videos. I love doing reviews, and I want to continue on doing this. But please, share my videos and get my word out there to build me up. And I'll talk to y'all all later. Peace.